Hi everyone, I'm Gil here at GrayManPrepping. I'm doing a little work on the property, preparing it for winter, and this is like my fourth time trying to video something on it. So rather than just showing you how I was doing it, I'm just going to come out here and talk about it and show you what I've done already. All right, so this is the patio where last year over on Camp Patton Family Compound, I did the video on tearing out all the concrete and pouring the new concrete patio here. So I wanted to do this last year, but I didn't get a chance to do it because of the time and everything on the way the weather was changing. So what I've got done here, let's turn around this way here so you can see where I started at here, if I can get it aimed right. The glare on the screen here is making it very hard to see. So I started back up there, if I get my finger right, pointing right above the shop, and I've been coming down this way here. I installed a bunch of boards here, 4x4 posts, got anchor brackets for them, put them in. Let me come up over here. I got these all tied in up here. I left one out here and one out there, so when I get the ladder, I can reach across to put the screws into the sheet metal siding or roofing that's going to go up there. It looks similar to that one. It's going to be silver. And then I'll just slide a support board in there. The two boards I'll be sliding in basically just to help support the weight of any snow on there. I got, instead of doing 24-inch centers, I did 16-inch centers. So I got more boards up there than I need, and it's attached to more boards than there would be if it was 24-inch centers. So it's very well secured. And going down here and get lined up here right where I can see it, I got most of the cross pieces up already, cross members up. I got 3 more posts on each side. Do 6 posts down there, doing 3 sets of cross members like this, where I've got 1 on each side of the post here. If I can get my camera aiming right, there we go. And so that's what I'm doing there. Now, if you're wondering what all these little pieces of board are up on there, these are basically for mounting the 2x4s to the 2x6s, where instead I'm not just toenailing in with the screws, I'm tying into these boards here, which are tied down tighter already. Now I did some of these over on this side here with the hurricane straps. Once again, I have proven to myself that hurricane straps aren't worth crap. So I got them on hurricane straps. It was flopping all over the place. I finally went back and re-screwed and put 4-inch screws in it to hold it down tight, and that's working a lot better. So what I'm doing here, so I get up there where you can see it, I'm putting screws into the flat 2x4s, and then I'm toenailing in with the other screws as well. And hopefully this all comes out here where you can see what I'm doing up there. So that's what I'm doing there. So right now I'm just putting on the cross members I got up here to support 2x6s. I'm adding the little short braces on it, like I'm doing right down here. So I'm just adding those on right now. And I'm going to I put 10 of them on each board. So I got 2 on the upper tops up there. I got more to do. And then right now here what I'm doing is I've marked the boards where I need to screw the holes in, drill the holes in where I need to put the screws to hold it down on top. So this one's been drilled, so when it's sitting on top, it'll sit something like that, so the screws go through and right into the 2x6s. Now if we're putting the 2x6s up, since I'm here by myself, it's a little bit more difficult. So what I did is I made this piece of wood back here, this T-piece. So it's when I put it up there, I raised it just a hair above the gutter. That gives me 5.5 inches of clearance from the bottom of the cross member to the gutter. and it's got a little bit more slope on it than a house does. So by the time it gets over the roof, it's got 6 inches of clearance over the roof, and it goes back about basically goes 8 inches from the back side of the 4x4 out. All right, so I got that up there on that. So when I put the board up there, it rests on that, and I got the same thing down here. It rests on this thing here, and then I got several of these clamps that I will clamp it. So when I put the board on top, I'll just put this on there, clamp the 2x6 to the 4x4 in the space I want it. Now if I come over here, you notice I got pencil marks on all the posts, and that's that cross piece was screwed to. But I also marked 15.5 inches in from the end. I found that out when I did the first one. And so I lined that up, and then I clamp it, and then I screw it in with 5 4-inch nails down here and up here. Also 5 4-inch nails up there on each side. So that should be very well held in place. And then down here on the bracket, once I have it connected in, then I put the levels on it, and I get it so it's level, and then I put some screws in to hold it in place so it's a little bit more steady there. So that's what's going on so far. Once I have all the pieces up like this and all the 2x4s on top in place, everything up above tied in, then I'll come along with some 4-foot 2x4s cut on about a 60-degree angle here. So it comes up at an angle up into there, and then I will tie it in, and what that'll do is that'll keep it from moving back and forth towards the house. This way here, it'll be held in place because it's tied in off the shop, and it'll be held in place. And pushing it this way, it doesn't move that much at all. Now, once I have all the braces and everything else, hopefully I'll have it all done by next Tuesday. And my wife and my youngest son, he's 24, are coming up here for the rest of the week, and we're going to put the metal roofing like there is up on top of the shop there. Only instead of being blue, it's going to be silver, and we're just going to cover that up. The pieces are 12 foot long by 3 foot wide, and what I'll do is, let me go down here and show you where I got it boarded up already. So it will, on that board there, if I get aimed right here, on this board, on this far board here, the metal will stick out 2 inches past it that way, and on this one here, it'll stick out 2 inches past it this way here, on this side over here. That way, it helps protect the board from getting any snow or rain or anything else like that on it. Okay, so that's what I've been doing out here. Either this afternoon or tomorrow, I'm going to have to make another trip to Home Depot and get the rest of the 2x4s to go down here. Most of these gaps are, well, the first gap was 10 foot just because of the slope of the concrete sloping up to the shop there. I put it just this side of the break of the slope. So that's 10 foot. This is 8 foot centers here. This one here is 7 foot 4 center because of it'd be in the middle of this, so I moved it over. This one's 8 foot, 8 foot, 8 foot, 8 foot. It's 8 foot all the way down except for the second to the last stretch here where that orange cord is. This is 6 foot 9 on centers here from this one to this one, and that's 8 foot. 8 foot actually sticks out to the end of the concrete. So that's what I've been going crazy at trying to do all by myself out here. A little at a time, putting up some boards, and getting that all fixed. So hopefully I can get these other 3 put up here this afternoon, and then I will go get some more, get the 2x4s that go this way here. So I got to get 25 2x4s that are, they're cut like 3 inches shy of 8 feet, and they're a lot cheaper. So I will get those for the 2 short sections, and then I get 8 foots for the others, and there's 10 boards per each section. So the extra 5 of the short ones are going to be the ones that I cut in half to give the braces up here. So any questions, go ahead and put questions down in the yeah, we get it, so it's adjusting right down in the comment section, and I'll answer them. Yeah, this has just been a heck of a time here doing it, but I got the slope on it is a little bit more than the roof, so with the metal it should slide off, the snow should slide off, and if it doesn't, I have what's called a snow rake. I can stand out there, I can reach up there, I can just slide it right on off. That'll work nice. One of the other things I've done here, the guys that put the gutters up shortcutted it, and I'm rather pissed at them. What they did is, where the downspouts are, I've already changed this one out, but where the downspout was there, rather than cutting a hole, let me line it up, rather than cutting a hole and putting a sleeve in there like they're supposed to, they just cut an X in the bottom of the gutter, bent the pieces down, and screwed into that. Totally cheap shit. Pardon my French. So I went and got myself a 3 1/8 inch hole saw, drilled the hole. It's the same size. You know, I had the little cans of baked beans. It's the same size hole. They'll just slide right down in there. So I put that in there. The lip keeps it from coming all the way through. I siliconed it all up. Put a Calder coupler on there. Added 3 inch down here and over here. And so rather than having leaks all along the way like it was doing, especially down at the bottom, the way they ran the this was the bottom piece that was on, this was the bottom piece that was on there. Well, to get the heat tape in there, they bent it up a little bit here, and so it was leaking out down here. So now I got the heat tape coming up, going in up here, down and back up again, so none of this will freeze up. And over here, I'm going to get this level up. I got more railroad ties out front. I need to bring around here. I'm going to make a little retaining wall here, level this area off here, put a couple of IBC totes out here to catch rainwater for the garden, for the plants that need to have the non-high alkali water that we have around here, like the boysenberries, the blackberries, and some of the other plants that my wife has. So that's what's going to happen here. That's what this is for here. And when I get it fixed, I'll finish it up in the spring. Right now that water flows just perfect, and it flows way out away, not right next to the shop. So I'm going to do the same thing down at the other one down here in this corner here, and at the downspout on the front corner of the house up there, so I can catch all that rainwater and use it for the garden. And I really should have done this earlier in the day before the sun was out and making everything so bright out here, because right now I can't see what's on the screen here. It's all kind of, all the glare off of it. So I'm kind of hoping I'm getting everything aimed right here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how long it takes to drill those boards out. And I have my miter saw in there on its big bench and everything, so I cut everything real quick. I have a block set up, so I just slide the boards over, cut as I go along, cut them really quick, and then I mark them with the big square to where the lines for the screws need to go, and I put screws in, then I take them up and I screw it up. But let's go over and take a look at this, and I will get some of this done. I will high speed through this, but you'll see how it goes here. If I can make this line up right. Okay, I think that's going to work. goes a little bit quicker when it's marked, and I can put it in where it needs to go, but still making sure I hit the line and not off to the side here. It's a little interesting. All right. And so that's the boring, monotonous part of trying to get everything ready for put this up. All right, so before I take off, I'm going to put a link up here to my other channel, Camp Pat and Family Compound, and I'll put a couple playlists over here. And also, I'll go and throw one down right over here on the concrete playlist from Camp Pat and Family Compound, so you can see how we put this concrete in. All right, so as always, stay happy, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you in the next video.